Hey guys, welcome back. It's another week, another episode of Drinks with Dag.
Woo!
Woo, woo, woo.
It's just gonna be me wooing until we
Yeah,
get
that's how
soundboard.
Julia's our new woo girl. We
Oh,
also hired
fuck.
that for that position.
Oops, I accidentally walked into the best job
Yeah,
ever.
seriously. So we are here celebrating another week. And yeah, pretty much that. And we are going to we decided this week we were going to talk about women's upkeep because we're women and we have to upkeep.
Yes, we do. As much as I like to be like, oh yeah, I'm low maintenance. I'm not.
There's a lot that goes into low maintenance.
Yeah, because if you really don't
yeah.
do anything, you become the crypt keeper.
Yeah, no, seriously, cobwebs in your fucking vagina.
Like,
I
meant like knots in your hair.
In which hair? Like, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Oh no.
So we're gonna go from the nitty gritty, from the tedious fucking tasks that we have to do, to skincare, to makeup, all the good stuff, guys. We've got this whole episode fucking loaded. Why? Because we're girls and we have to, like, even though I don't look like I get laid on the regular basis, I at least have to prepare myself for the slight chance that I do get laid. So we're gonna go into that.
It's a contingency plan.
And so with today's date, and we're actually doing it's Friday, July the 24th. The 24th, I was just made note of that it is International
Self-care.
I was like, what kind of care was it? It was self-care day. And yeah, so I was like, fuck yeah, that, like, it was totally unintentional.
Yeah, I had no clue
And
about
I thought that was
That's
fucking
so
cool. So I was like, I'm gonna say that shit on my fucking show. So yeah, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we're just gonna get into the fucking nitty gritty right now with the fucking obnoxious, tedious task that we have to do as women. And there's a lot of dumb shit that we have to deal with, like men, people existing, like
feeling emotions. It's rude.
Yeah, and then I call that period time, and then I have to, like, cry and then boss up. Like,
oh, God. It's an emotional roller coaster every fucking month.
It really is, and I envy you bitches who are on the pill and don't experience that as much.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's another thing. Tedious task, taking the pill.
Dude,
that's something I don't partake in, but ladies, y'all are on my mind all the time. Y'all are a bunch of fucking queens.
I used to take it, like, back in high school, and, like, my heart goes out to you, because literally a day, if you miss a day, you have to take 2 of them, and it just means you puke, and you feel like shit. You feel like a hormone monster.
Yeah. No, when I was on the pill for a very short time, because I never got back on it, and I understand that, you know, women come from all different walks of life. All of our bodies are different, which is what's so beautiful about it. It's just that with me, I have the lowest dosage of
yeah, same.
birth control. And I'm pretty good with, like, handling medication and stuff like that. But I was like, I think I was like 21 when I started to, like, get on the pill or whatever. And no, dude, it was just instantaneous, like, vomit. I was like, in the morning, I was just, like, so groggy. And then they're like, oh yeah, what tricks your body into being pregnant? I go, well, that's birth control within itself, because I never want to experience it.
Yeah, dude, it made me feel like trash. Like, I was like, this, yeah, I mean, for me, it just didn't seem worth it. But
yeah,
to each their own, you know?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Man, let me tell you, I think I found a loophole. I'm so thrilled.
There's a loophole.
Well, not for birth control.
I was like, oh man, please tell me your secrets, you siren.
Oh no, it's because when you say tedious tasks, I immediately think of shaving, and I don't know if you. I know, dude. Fuck shaving, and especially like a couple months ago, I cut myself really bad. So like every time I shave now, it's like a very fucking traumatic experience.
Where?
Oh, on my ankle, like right by my vein.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say on your anus.
Yeah, I can't even. damn.
Oh my god. No, dude, shaving within itself, and it's so crazy because I talked to me and my mom were very like pretty open about a lot of things in our life, and just like body growths and things like that. And so she told me like literally the day that she turned 50, like all of her leg hair fell off, and I was like, really? That's cool, because 3 hours after I shaved my fucking legs, they're throwing up gang signs.
Dude, seriously, my hair grows back so quickly. I got this. I haven't tried it yet because it was just some horrible like cosmic timing, but
It's Mercury in retrograde again.
I had shaved my legs and I had completely forgotten that I had bought this stuff, and I told you about it.
Yeah. You said I'm getting it for Christmas.
Yeah, well, if it works. But it's this magic shaving powder that's literally like the brand or whatever.
You said it was on TikTok, right?
Yeah, I saw it off of TikTok, and at first I was like, oh, this is just gonna be like some stupid shit, or like it's gonna be like Nair and like whatever, which I guess it is kind of like Nair, but it's designed for more like more coarse hair, so like I feel like that's gonna definitely be better to get things like out of the root. But a lot of reviews on it are that like it leaves it like super soft, and I guess like actually takes out the root of the hair or whatever when it comes out, so it's like less likely for your hair to grow back within 3 hours.
Shit.
So I'm so fucking, if it works, dude, I'm never going back, because at this point in my life I have like too many. Like, I don't even cut myself with a razor. I'm gonna need
for you to review this, like, the second it happens.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I'm just gonna need it.
And
if it is safe on my vagina.
No, okay, straight up, I saw a girl on TikTok. Well, she didn't, like, show that, but she was like, this is what I'm doing. I'll let y'all know if it's, like, a horribly bad time. And... no, yeah, she said it worked. I was like, I mean,
that will literally shave off 2 hours of my time in the shower if I didn't have to shave my vagina.
But I did hear that whatever this is, it like smells really bad. But I could
imagine. I mean, it's powder. I mean, nothing. I mean, the only good thing to come from powder was baby powder and the movie Powder.
Ridiculous.
Well, even waxing, I've never, the only thing that I've had wax is like my fucking epic mustache and my eyebrows. Over the years, my skin, I've had a few beers, guys, again, sorry. My skin has become really sensitive over time. And before I was like, oh fuck yeah, I could take that like a boss ass bitch, whatever. But no, I start to get like these horrendous, like herpy looking fucking pimples on my eyebrows and on my lips. So I'm like, oh cool, people think I have STDs all the time. So, and I'm just walking around with fucking toothpaste because that's literally the only remedy that works for those small ass little bitches. And so I was just like, yeah, let's not go that route. So I actually went ahead and gotten I'm never going to get my eyebrows waxed ever again. Even like right now we're in a pandemic. I haven't even gotten to get my eyebrows threaded, which is my alternative because my lady is amazing. She is like a freaking eyebrow whisperer. And whenever she does my eyebrows, she like massages them, puts some oil in there, like, oh dude, she does them real fucking good. And she's like, do you want me to shade them in? And she's this nice like Middle Eastern lady, and she's just the sweetest thing. Like, I vibe with her so good. And I was like, no, sometimes I'll ask her to do it. I'm just like, hey, whatever. And yeah, she's just fucking amazing. And then I was just like, okay. And then lip I'll never do because it looks like I have herpes.
Mm-hmm.
I do have this really, really, really bad experience. I thought that it would be a cool idea for me turning 26, that once I got my eyebrows threaded, I would go ahead and get my lip hair threaded.
Oh my god, that seems like
why did I think that was a good idea, dude? It hurts so much, and I'm pretty I have a high tolerance for pain, fellas. No, So, no, I generally just have a high tolerance for pain, just like, whatever. And I was like, okay. So I was like, oh, okay, 5 minutes has passed. She goes, oh no. She's like, oh no, we're just like a quarter done. I was like, what? How thick is this mustache that I never knew about? And second of all, what? So I just like went ahead and I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm turning 26. Like I'm 26 right now. Blah blah blah. I'm feeling like a bitch, like a boss ass bitch, and I'm just like, fuck it, dude. I come out of there. I have no bumps or anything on my lips at all, any way, shape, or form. They are just straight up red and puffy. Like I just went to go get lip injections done. Like I walked
Damn.
out of there looking like Jay-Z.
Oh my
And
god.
and I was like, this is cool for like, and that shit, like, not the pain, because I felt numb because there was so much pain that it was just like instantaneously numb. Like even after I put makeup, it was just numb, and I was like
Jeez.
looking like a fucking Kardashian at that point. And
I've
Jay-Z.
had shit like that happen with a lady I used to go get my eyebrows waxed. There was, I don't know why, like it happened I think 2 or 3 times, and then after the third time I was like, I can't deal with this anymore, it fucking sucks. But she would, when she put the wax like on the underneath part or whatever, she'd always put it really fucking low, like it was
Like on your eyelid.
on my eyelid, and it was always entirely too hot, and so I'd always leave with these like red burn things. I literally have like, she fucked it up so bad right over here that anytime that I put eyeshadow on this eye, I have a patch where like color or pigment won't stick to anymore. Like she fucked me up, man.
Holy shit.
And so I just look like I went to Fight Club when I really went to get my eyebrows done. And I know what you mean. It's just like for pretty much like a day. It didn't matter like what I put on it,
Fuck
any
that lady.
oils. Yeah, no, dude, fuck that lady hard.
Fuck that lady super hard. And like, so just going back to the shaving thing, I don't like the concept of razors.
I don't either, dude.
It's like, why do I need that many blades?
Yeah, no, like I understand that it's like it's a smoother shave, but it's also fucking scary.
It really
It's scary that we like generally give these to like young girls and be like, figure it out.
Yeah, like I wish they would teach at least a crash course as to like, they're just like, oh yeah, you're gonna go through puberty and blah blah blah. And I'm like, can you at least teach me how to shave my legs properly and not to miss your fucking toes when you shave? Like, because I miss it all the time.
I remember the day that I found out I had toe hair, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, like I've never, like, I know toe hair is supposed to protect you, but not any time have I ever stubbed my toe that I was just like, oh, thank God that hair was there to protect me, fucking looking like Wolverine and shit on my fucking toes. Like, claws included. Like,
it's like Louise Belcher on that cruise
yes!
ship. She has something.
Oh my God, if you guys haven't watched that episode of Bob's Burgers, my God.
It's so good.
It is
Quality
so
material.
fucking good. It's some good ass shit. You know what else is fucking just so dumb? That we go through the pain of actually wearing a fucking corset. Or like a fucking faja is like.
A what?
A faja. It's like a belt. And that's what it's called, like a corset, but we call it a belt. Or like a fucking like Spanx.
Yeah,
or, some shit like that. What they call a girdle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know why. I have one great faja that I do wear, even though it's like 1,000 like bra clasp that I have to wear.
Oh, shit.
But it lifts up all my fat, and so my fat gets transported to my boobies, and my boobies
Hell yeah.
and they look good. Remember that one time when I got that corset, I sent it to you, and I was like, how good do my boobs look right now? And it was like literally like just my titties. And I sent it to Julia just so nonchalantly. She goes, A, they look great. B, I'm excited that you sent me this. Like,
I do remember that. It's pretty life changing.
I was like, I'm just excited. And like, and also guys, invest in friends that are going to make sure that your boobs look good at any given time. Especially in a low cut shirt where you know your tit could pop out at any single time. Make sure that you and your friend have reached that comfortability where you're okay with touching each other's boobs, because there have been plenty of times where I fucking slay on the runway like sleigh bells ring, and fucking Julia's always there, and every time she's like, I feel like your tit's gonna pop out, so we'll go into the restroom because I have the bladder of a chihuahua whenever I drink, and she'll go in the restroom and just be like, bitch, I know your fucking shit is like out, I'm fixing it, She wouldn't even have to tell me. I just know because she'll get like this fucking like mom tone and just like and like rearrange me. So invest in those friends. Side note for girl upkeep. Girl upkeep also means upkeep your friends and make sure that they're gonna be the ones to be ensure that you don't have a fucking nip slip or that your pussy's hanging out or anything.
God. Just participate in Double Scoop Sunday.
Thank you.
It's a good way to catalyst that kind of friendship.
Exactly.
Oh man, you know what else is something that like, it's I wouldn't necessarily call it tedious, but it's definitely a double-edged sword. Is dyeing my hair. Got roped into a beautiful like,
Dude.
oh yeah, this will be nice. It'll make you feel good.
Dude,
Then
yes.
like 2 months later, you're like, I gotta do this again, and it never stops. And then when you try to get what you did to your hair out of your hair, it's a problem. Also, if you have dark hair, it just said fuck having pretty like colorful hair, unless you also want to have scarecrow hair. It's just it's rude.
It really is rude because I just have brown hair. Like it's a little bit on like my natural hair is like when I was a baby, it was just brown. It wasn't light, it wasn't dark, it was just brown. And then as I gotten older, it just became darker brown. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna put this red in my hair and it's gonna be so noticeable for all the boys to see and like fucking want me and want to like make out with me, whatever. And no, that was stupid because it ended up looking like I fucking dunked my head in some Kool-Aid and it was just like not a good time. So it's just like, yeah, you have to learn about bleach. You have to learn about all this shit that nobody ever fucking tells you about. And it's just like super lame. But anything with hair just is such a tedious task because you're just like, do I want to make it look good? Do I just want to fucking leave it? Do I just want to do this or that or whatever? Like, fucking blow drying your hair is probably the most tedious task. But it does have some great benefits, even though I fucking hate it and I do it to myself every time because I am a very hot-natured person. Like, I get hot so fucking fast. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I will probably sweat in the Arctic. Like, like these are just fucking God-given facts. And so whenever I blow dry my hair, I look like Mufasa and I'm just fucking sweaty. Like I just left the porno and I'm just like, why?
I fucking love that shit.
I'm like, oh man, like that's so stupid. Like that and bangs.
Oh, dude.
We've all had our encounters with bangs. I tried to do Betty Page bangs, but nobody told me I fucking looked like a dumbass.
Yeah, I tried to do that one time and I was like, oh, micro bangs are not for me.
Not even like the choppy kind of like cute little look I was going for. And I was like, I realized that I had a normal size forehead. And I believe the women who can pull off bangs are the ones who have a huge forehead.
Yeah, it more like spatially makes more sense.
Yeah, it does. And I'm just like, okay, cool. You have, you know, a fucking den in your house, but I just have a living room.
Yeah, sometimes when I have bangs.
That was the worst analogy. Just stop me now.
Yeah, but sometimes when I have bangs, I just feel like someone put like a piece of wet lettuce on my head.
Oh my god,
and it's just, like,
the
sitting
wet
up.
lettuce effect. Oh my god.
It's like, hi.
You know what? Fuck you, Ashton Kutcher, and your butterfly effect. Talk about something real about the lettuce.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. Oh god, it's another thing that we have to do. And like women, I respect you guys on any certain fucking caliber. If you decide to go bareface, I admire you so hard. I do it now more because the fact that I have a fucking face mask on, I'm like, I could get away with anything at this point. But women who do their makeup not even regularly, or even if you own a couple of like makeup palettes or you own foundation or you're like used to certain the way that you do yourself in the morning, you know, whatever, cleaning makeup brushes and cleaning that is, it's a fucking tedious task. And I'm like, somebody should be hired to do this because I don't have the strength. I don't have the strength. Like,
yeah, I always think about it like right before I'm gonna do my makeup, and I'm like,
Right.
there's no time for these brushes to dry, and you can't dry them. I don't know if you've ever done that. Try to dry a makeup brush with a hairdryer. It does not end very well. Not
I've
at all.
never tried that, but I've always tried to do it with the towel because I'll get an idea for a whole look. And I'm like, oh, this look is gonna fucking slay. No, orange does not mix well with purple because you just look like you just put a whole bunch of charcoal on your fucking eye, and you're like, make it work. Like fucking Tim Gunn, you know, just like fuck it. And don't fuck it up, RuPaul. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just so stupid. It's so tedious. And then you just forget which brush is for what brush, which is why I get brushes that are labeled for what they do exactly, because
Hell yeah.
I am not very in tune, or I don't speaketh the language of like Glam Squad or like anybody who knows what the fuck they're doing with a fucking makeup brush. Like,
but even like with my art, like, because you know, there's like a million different types of
that's
brushes.
literally what it is, ladies. And if you guys want to take it up a notch, go paint yourself on a canvas.
I never use those brushes for what they're for. I have no fucking clue what half of them are for. Like in all the art classes I've never been taught. Work. Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's obviously
that looks like a big brush situation.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna need just a big brush to slap some shit on.
Yeah.
I need a little tiny brush to do little trees now.
And this rug will tie the room together.
Absolutely. It's good quality fun.
Egg. So, with all of that tedious bullshit, why not check your mental health while you're at it?
Hell yeah.
Because that's a whole lot of shit that you have to process just as a woman, just like shaving, like making sure that you look decent, you know, if you're trying to attract somebody from the opposite sex or same sex, you know, you want to look fly as fuck. But also, you have to like, also at the end of the night, take off your makeup and just like kind of unwind and like, you know, give yourself a mental health check, because mental health, I hold that, and you know that I am very huge on mental health.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's so important, especially to like keep yourself going, especially like with how everything is now and stuff like that.
COVID.
Rude. But
yeah, for sure. Like, just like at the end of the day, I'm just a workaholic. That's a Capricorn trait, if you want to put it astrologically. But I am a workaholic, so I definitely need to do mental health checks. And to me, that wasn't an actual thing. Like, I thought it was like a Greek mythical creature, and I didn't think that it was like any importance. And I thought that, oh yeah, emotions, just shove those to the back of my fucking brain and never deal with them again, and then just implode on whoever fucking says the wrong sentence. Like,
I wish I could be the type of person who's just like, ooh, emotions, let me put them somewhere that's not in the forefront of my mind.
Yeah, no. And just like me, I'm just like a workaholic. So like, in order for me to cope with like anything, I just pour that into my work, which is why Drinks with Dag was born. So this is my mental health check.
Yeah,
honestly, number one, like Friday nights, I've had a long week at work. I come here, I just like let loose. I have a great fucking time at every episode. This is like my number one thing on my mental health check. Like, it puts me in a different state, in a good state of mind, not a different state, but like in a great state of mind, to where things are just so good, and I just like feel so good. Like, even if I'm in the room by myself, like just doing my own episode or whatever, I just feel so good. And just being able to talk it out, drink, and fucking have a blast.
Yeah, it really is a testament to like how doing things that you're passionate about instead of just like what you do as a profession, I guess.
Right.
It's like if you can make time to like explore those facets and even make them public, or whichever, however you know, are comfortable with it. It really does so much as far as like feeling like, you know, fulfilled and like you're doing something productive and rewarding, but also like really getting in tune with yourself and like
that is
what
so
you want out of things and stuff like that.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, guys, mental health, it should be if it's not your number one, it should definitely be in your top 3, because you guys matter, and your mental health matters. And if you're not surrounding yourself with people who don't take your mental health seriously, then it just reevaluate that shit. Like, I'm sorry that got such on a real note, but honestly, I had a lot of acquaintances throughout the years, but I can literally count on one hand just like the people that I know will just be there for me at the end of the fucking day. And one of them is a co-host, so she's amazing. So yeah, I took a week long staycation. Of course, my original vacation plans got derailed because of fucking Corona, and so that week-long staycation I took was worth it, and I was able to do a lot of things that just essentially made me happy. So when I went back into that whole eh, and into that whole fucking like um just rise and grind mentality, just the things that just generally take over my life, I was feeling burnt out, and for me to like actually admit that was just like a huge thing. So once I took this vacation, I was like, you know what, the last thing on my mind is work. It should always be the last thing on your mind. If you're still answering emails and shit like that while you're on vacation, it's not really a vacation. Like, just totally withdraw yourself. And it was really hard for me to do that for a long time, but I did it, and it was totally fucking worth it. I was able to hang out with my family. I was able to sleep in a little, just do things like little things here and there that just like made me happy. And I think that has a lot to do with like girl upkeep,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like, baby, your face might be beat to the gods, but is your mental health
Yeah,
there?
exactly. What's
Like,
behind all that?
yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah, it definitely, I think vacations are just, even taking like a few minutes out of your day and just for
Yeah.
yourself to kind of like, even if it's just something small, but just being like, this is for me. Nothing else is going to like intrude on this time or
Right,
whatever.
right.
It's so important because, I mean, I don't think every single person, but I know a lot of people kind of just by proxy tend to like please other people. That's all. Especially
That's
like if you
literally
have a
me.
family and you have to take care of everyone, make sure everything's like all
Copacetic
yeah
and
and
like good
kept
on the
up and
front
stuff.
run. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like you
absolutely.
kind of fall by the wayside a lot of the times, and so
Yeah, and just
it's
take time for yourself, guys. Learn how to say no to certain things just to be sure that your state of mind is still good, because if you keep saying yes to things, you're just going to be overloaded, and it'll also turn into sensory overload, which is like a big thing for me up until like
mm-hmm.
the past 2 years, because there were things where I was just like totally okay with, yeah, we're going to go drinking the night before, and then the next day around this time, just start getting ready for this, and it just, and it beats you down, it wears you down,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
over time, and then you're just like, no, I don't want to take that picture, like, no, I don't want to like go to this place, or no, I don't want to. You just have to learn to say no, and that's just,
Yeah, learning to say no is honestly one of the best things you can do for
yes,
yourself.
yes, exactly, especially if you have a whole ass evening planned for yourself, and let's say a situation arises and you just need to be there for somebody else. I try to incorporate both things. Like, me and Julia are synonymously known for having random meltdowns.
It's
I'm
pretty
putting
much a
that,
classic around
yeah,
here.
putting that on my resume. Classic meltdowns. No, but and I'll tell her all, and I'll just straight up just be like, hey, I'm not at a good state right now. I'm doing a face mask. I'm doing this, and that, whatever. Come by. So that way I can kind of kill two birds with one stone. But at the same time, I'm making me feel better. And then I'm making my best friend feel better by just being there. You know what I mean? You don't have to sacrifice so much. But if you're able to find a balance in between all that, like, that's great. If you're not able to, and you're just like, I can only do one thing or the other, pick yourself first. If your friend is a great friend, then they will understand
Yeah,
why.
definitely.
And if they don't understand why, then you need to reevaluate your friends, because that's honestly the only way I could put it.
No, yeah, that's so true because I feel like we've definitely gotten to a point in our friendship where, like, if one of us wants to talk or something like that, we need a little drive or something like
Yeah.
that. And if the other one of us is just like not mentally fully there, like we let each other know that and be like, hey, like,
Like,
yeah,
we're
I'll
very
do it,
vocal
but
and we're very open about a lot of stuff. Like, and everybody's like, oh, that's because you guys have been friends for a long time. That's the reason why we're still friends. Like, because we're able to vocalize that. Like, we were able to take that time and just be like, hey, like, I'm sorry for not fully listening to you or whatever. I'm kind of like with my own shit right now. We're just
mm-hmm.
like, okay, word. And if the other person's at capacity to listen to what you have to say, then it's just like a give and take situation. It's so nonchalant. It is so it's n- doesn't take a lot of effort.
Yeah, it
And
takes a lot of like the pressure off of things when you can be honest with like where you're at mentally and stuff like that and not have like this weird expectation that you always have to be on, you always have to be like, "Oh, yeah, I've got all the answers for you, this and that,"
yeah,
or like whatever. And it's just being like, obviously we all deal with stuff, and then at the same end though, like we generally care about the people that we care about.
Absolutely. Like, don't deprive yourself from one thing or the other. So
Hmm.
if you feel like you can handle whatever's going on that's not you rather than yourself first, then that's cool. But always learn to put yourself first and things like that, and then the people will follow. Which is why I like literally have a handful of people
Yeah.
that I can definitely count on because they've been there, they've done that. As much as I've been there for them, they've been there for me, etc., etc. So that's why, ladies, like, if you guys don't feel like you can find that friend and you're just like, oh my God, I have no friends, I have no family, I could talk to, blah, blah, blah. And I say this with the utmost respect, get help. Um, like a therapist or any kind of professional help, that even if you have to hire them and it's not covered by your insurance and things like that caliber, it is so healthy for you to do that because you need to talk about this stuff. You need to be able to feel your emotions 1,010%.
To that point though, there are like, in the day and age that we live in, I mean, yes, I am a big advocate for therapy, but I understand that not everyone can afford it and stuff. But you can find like
You can also afford aromatherapy.
there's like groups and like,
Yes, there are tons of
online
groups.
spaces where you can just find people who are safe and caring people that you may not have that in your real life
Make
or
a
whatever.
Tumblr, like, as basic bitch as that sounds. Make a Tumblr, make a private Instagram that doesn't, like, you don't have to have anybody on there. Like, who says that you can't make a second profile for things to be like cool or copacetic or whatever? And you can totally just like be yourself in that whole group. I've known actually males. I've actually encountered more males like this year who have admitted to me that they have a Tumblr. And I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. Like, that's not a like, to me, I mean, that's like the norm and that's cool. But they're just like, no, like, I have a Tumblr just for me. Like, nobody's like on there. Like, nobody that we know is on there. And like, this and that. And I'm like, that's amazing that you're
Yeah.
able to exclude that and just have it for yourself. Like, social media doesn't have to be all fucking like, oh, what is this person gonna think whenever I post this or whatever. You can create your own social media and just like be a rock star to other people. You don't have to be a rock star to the people in your hometown who didn't make it. Like, still waiting on that mixtape.
Fucking seriously.
Still waiting for y'all to be like make it big and take care of me, but whatever.
Oh fuck.
So like with me, for my like mental health check, I drive a lot.
Yeah,
I
I love
drive
a
a
good
lot.
drive.
Yes. Me and Julia, we bond so much over drives. We just do that. I like to drive, have a cigarette, like, drink an iced coffee or, a tea, have some kind of beverage and just kind of like listen to my music. Like, my absolute peak of my mental health check, like heaven, would be uh me. There's like two different ones. I have one where it's just like, just let me be ugly. Where I'm like, let me bro the fuck out, let me drink my beer and let me listen to my music. Like, I don't want to have any makeup on, I just want to be there in my house listening to music, drinking my beer, and just be fucking cool.
Raw and unfiltered.
Yeah, like seriously. And it's just like, if you want to hang out and like play some video games, I am down for some Mortal Kombat. And like the girly version, I guess, with that whole upkeep, it's just like, let me just sit there with let me go to the beach or let me just like unwind, because like from Pasadena to Galveston is a good 45-minute drive. So I'm able to at least have my music and my cigarette and just like head on out there. And then when I get to the beach, I'm able to open up a few beers. This was before COVID, of course. And, just like relax, listen to the ocean, or even have my music playing. It didn't matter. That was my like, and then whenever I'd come back home so refreshing, so loving, so approachable.
Oh, dude,
Because
yeah.
I know whenever my mental health isn't like completely up there, I am not the most pleasant person to be around.
Neither
Like,
am
in
I.
any way, shape, or form.
I get very I don't know what the word is for it. Kind of
You get,
aggro.
yeah, agitated. I
Yeah.
do too. Yeah, same.
And I've tried to be more like aware of it and cognitive and like apologize and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like sometimes I'm like, oh man, I just need to go recharge and I'll be totally fine.
Yeah, no, seriously, like, give me some time to myself, and then I'll be that cool person again. But if you want to like join me on that whole like venture, anybody, that's cool too. Just know that I have my own like set little space, and I'll give you your set little space.
Oh, yes. Drives are so nice. I love going through like downtown and like I guess the outskirts of it stuff and just I don't know, all of it is so nice. And especially
Hell
when you got like
yeah.
a great playlist and you're just
Oh,
like, oh
dude.
shit.
Oh shit.
No one's in the car. I'm a jam.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. That's like literally me every day when I drive to Pearland.
Oh fuck yeah. I used to do that when I would work in Pearland too. I'd be like, this is a perfect amount to get like 5 or 6 solid songs in.
Exactly. Correcto.
Damn.
So after you take care of yourself mentally, you have to treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. 2020 quarantine.
Oh, dude, that's my Amazon.
Yeah.
I have been treating the fuck out of myself.
Yes, fuck yeah, dude. Like treat yourself. And I've done really good, guys, this quarantine. I haven't spent as much, but I've spent so much. Like I've actually been able to save some money because I'm not going out to bars and I'm not doing this. Like I'm just gonna buy my fucking beer, come home and like get drunk, do drinks with Dag, and we're gonna have a good fucking time. So it's kind of fucked up that I treat myself with essential things that I've been needing for the past 80 years.
Dude, no, I'm the exact same way. I'd be like, oh yeah, I've been out of like whatever this product for like a good year.
Or
year
even
and a
just
half.
basic essential things like towels.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, a nice towel.
A nice towel really hits the spot, or a pillow.
Oh fuck yeah.
A good pillow.
Cause I feel like there was like a wave of time where I was like, oh yeah, I've got, you know, like when you're young and you just start like working and all this stuff, you're like,
In your
oh, yeah,
early 20s, guys.
Yeah.
This was your early 20 mentality.
You're like, oh, I got money now. I'm gonna buy my own shit. Like no one's gonna tell me, and you just.
And
I got a bunch of stupid shit.
Yeah, and 3 of those 50 items that you buy literally make it into your late 20s, and I shit you not.
Yeah, even the things that I thought were essential at the time. Like I remember buying a whole bed set, like a whole ass bed set, and I don't think I use any of it except for the bed that I bought.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know, the fucking it's mostly the pillows. Like I think I just outgrew the print of the bed sheets or whatever. It's kind of a low quality one, so it got like lumpy too.
Oh yeah. So
but like all the
like,
pillows
all right,
were
time
just
to
shitty.
Yeah, I fucking feel that. Or it's like I'll upgrade.
Yeah,
Stuff.
where I'm
my
like,
life.
I want something that's actually gonna last me a couple years, and like it's worth the extra money for
Thanks,
that.
Amazon, for providing me with this fucking badass like bed frame that I have instead of sleeping on the fucking mattress on the floor. So yeah, I was like really smart with the things that I bought, and I'm like 28, and I'm very proud to say that. So, and guys, it's always like treat yourself. Like it's not just because it's a certain occasion or whatever. Just remind yourself to do that. Like even if it is just like buying a cake because it's Wednesday, or if it's just like buying your favorite candy at the checkout because you really wanted it, or just like treating yourself to like your favorite drink, or you're just like, man, I hadn't had this in a while. And like right now, especially during the times and you know things like that, you do need to treat yourself and do it responsibly. Like
Yeah. I mean, don't go into debt, but also like
yeah,
you deserve it.
And I like to shop. I'm a shopaholic. Julia knows that.
Dude, that's my thing too.
Julia knows that I do that. Like in order for myself to feel better, like before, like this was pre quarantine, like in my early 20s, I would tell Julia like, hey, I need to go to Ross, and I'll just buy a whole bunch of useless things and like tops and pants and dresses and shit like that. And that's how I felt really fucking good. And I would just be sitting there in my fucking 94 cigarette, just taking drag after drag after drag, and just be like, this is exactly what I needed.
That's how I feel when I go to Walmart. That place is like, fuck a therapist. You just need Walmart.
Yeah. And if you're really if you are really feeling self-conscious about yourself and you live in the Pasadena area, I highly, highly, highly suggest you go to the Southmore Walmart to feel better about yourself. I've done it 3 times. And it works 3 out of 3 times. So I think the 4th time it didn't work is because I was really in a depression. I'm just like, fuck everybody here. I'm coming in here in my PJs. You know, and just like little things like a pedicure. I love me some and at first I didn't. I was just like, No, I could skip out on. No, dude, I need that. I need that massage. I need that little, like, those hot towels wrapped around my legs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a part of being an adult. You get to treat yourself like that. So treat yourself to a pedi mani, a massage, or, anything like that, because I'm telling you, it'll make you feel good. Like at the when you're like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have. No, bitch, you needed it. Like you
Yeah,
wouldn't have suggested it unless you needed it.
it's like just a little reminder to yourself that you're worth it. Like that you don't need to
Exactly.
constantly justify making yourself happy.
Or shit, if you guys feel like you can't get off to like material things, go have sex. And I
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. I would be treating myself 7 months. I've been 7 months sober on the sex train. Like, you know what? Just don't even laugh because of the fact that there were some hardcore facts here. Okay, sex has been proven to lower stress.
Yeah.
Help you relax. If you orgasm, ladies, you can do that with or without a man. BT dubs. It releases endorphins whenever you orgasm. It's a natural painkiller and it helps with period cramps. So, if that's not a fucking winner, then go get your toes done. Or go to the salon, go get your hair done, whatever, just as long as you're safe about it, especially during the times or whatever.
Truly.
But
also, be safe about if you have sex too.
Yeah, condoms are cool.
They are. Yeah.
They don't feel as great, but I mean,
Spitting cold hard facts, my lady.
A lot of spitting.
Yes! Oh, God. I don't even know how to segue into the next thing, my dear. But,
She's done with
I was gonna ask what your favorite fucking face mask is, but now I'm very afraid it's gonna be like a bukkake thing. So.
It's like, cum shot, like... It's filled with proteins. And it kind of pisses me off because it's like that's the thing that the guy finished and I just spent 3 hours just like fucking molding and shaping the hair in my vagina. And that's where you choose to come? Okay, prick. Like
Inconsiderate.
That's probably why I'm single. Why I haven't had sex in 7 months.
Jesus. But yeah, very curious. What's your favorite face mask?
So, honestly, my favorite face mask, there's 2 of them. Oh, geez, I don't remember the name, the brand. But there's this one that is like a blue. You guys, if you guys follow me on Instagram, not on Instagram, on, excuse me. No, they're regular. Drinks with egg burps.
It's pretty standard.
Yeah, pretty standard. If you guys follow me on Snapchat and you guys have seen me wear that blue, like pretty much green face mask, and it comes in like this big ass tube. God, I don't remember the name.
Oh,
is
is that the clay one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's it is a clay one, and it makes it feel like I have Botox. So like the second I put it on, give me about 10 minutes and I cannot move my face. It feels like I have Botox on my face and I can't even smile. Like if I were to smile, it would crack everything and fuck it all up. So that one is absolutely my favorite because it's like my skin fucking bounces like a fucking stripper's ass. And it's the best. And I love that. And I love a good charcoal mask.
Oh,
Charcoal
I
mask.
actually hate those.
Really?
They always make me break out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Different skin types. Like you guys will learn. You guys will live, learn, and then get loves. Like you know. And I love a good peeling mask too.
Oh yeah, I like
it's
those.
so satisfactory, and I get to see all my ugly ass whiteheads like come out. And
My favorite face mask, I think, is I don't know the brand, but it's that one that's like everywhere. Freeman? Is that what it's
that's
called?
the one I'm talking about. Freeman's. They
believe
always
I know
have good
that.
sales at Ulta.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they do. That's where I got this. It's the apple cider vinegar one.
I haven't tried that
Dude,
one.
It's a bop. It's one of the. It's actually, I think, one of the only ones that you can use as like an everyday like scrub too.
Yeah.
But apple cider vinegar just has like a slew of great fucking things for it, but it's really good for like balancing pH. Um,
That's good.
so like if you have
Balancing
like
pH, ladies, if you guys don't know, just look it up, whether it's for your vagina or your fucking face.
or your hair or
Or
your
your
skin.
hair, skin, all of that. I'm not very good at taking my vitamins, but I know that I'm really good at like trying to balance that, like in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, it
Like,
does help. That mask, it leaves my face like bright and like tight. Not like tight, but in a good way. You know what I mean?
toy,
Toy, like a
toy.
toiga.
I love it. There were some skin products that I use, and I cannot remember the name of it, but there's just a regular one that my cousin had turned me on to. I'll post pictures in the comments, guys, of the face stuff that I use. Um, I use the one whenever because I'm a busy gal, okay, and I like to sleep in. So I try to combine many things into my shower, like conditioning my hair, like washing my hair first of all. That's a task within itself because I have psoriasis, so I have to use a certain shampoo. My conditioner can only be color treated because I have green on the ends, and yeah, I'm just a mess. And so I have to like incorporate brushing my teeth, putting like washing my actual face, and not like putting some Dove soap on it. No, I have to use like a makeup wash to make sure everything's out. So that way, when I get out of the shower after I've already fucked up my leg by like trying to reshave the same thing twice, and like, did I miss a spot? No, I forgot my toes again. So whatever. Nobody's gonna look at these toes, but I find out that they do, and it's really disturbing. Anyway, so yeah, it's just like 20 other things that I have to do in the shower, but nothing beats a good fucking like face wash. And I had to learn the hard way that a makeup wipe is not the same thing as
Oh yeah.
washing your face.
I used to do that same shit. I'd be like, oh yeah, I took off my makeup. I've done so much, guys.
Seriously.
No, it's horrible. Cause then like I'd always, especially if the makeup wipe was like a scented one or anything that's like any funky perfumes.
Yes.
And then I just break out. Cause I'm like, oh, I've got like fucking dirt still in my face, and then all this like perfumey shit on top of it.
Yeah.
Hot mess express.
Hot mess, but my skin smells good.
Yeah.
So, guys, and this is in no way, shape, or form a promotion or an ad or anything, but I just totally got into a few months ago, BoxyCharm. So, BoxyCharm is like this thing where you pay like $26 and some change for full makeup products. Okay, and I love it because the things that uh, people are basically getting this for Christmas, because the things that I'm just like, I think this person would like it versus me, that's just how I am with any kind of crate or like any like little bundle that I get. And if somebody I know that's gonna like it more than me, that's what they're getting for Christmas. So I had actually was kind of being a little, just a little on the curious side. And in one of my BoxyCharms books, I had gotten the Kylie Skin Cosmetics one. And if you guys follow the makeup community or whatever, like Canceled Jeffrey and Canceled Shane had did this review on Kylie Cosmetics or whatever. And they did the foam, and Patrick with the makeup community as well did it, and he just put like 15 or 30 pumps onto his fucking face. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that, but that seems like a cool idea. So I used it, and it's not the best, but it's not the absolute worst. Like, it makes my skin feel tight, but not in a good way. Like, not in a good, refreshing way. It just makes my skin feel tight. But it's good because I was like, I already paid for it. I'm not buying this again. I'm just gonna use it for like whatever. And regardless if you love your face wash or not, invest in a great moisturizer.
Oh yeah. I actually just got a new moisturizer that I tried out. It's a gel one, which I've never tried a gel one. And at first I was like, well, okay, so this is my issue. When I started moisturizing, because I like realized
My
I wasn't.
concern with that would be my skin would be too oily, and I have dry skin.
Whenever I use like I bought Cetaphil,
Cetaphil.
I bought that because like everyone raves about it, right? And I'm like, yeah, word. Like I've tried it before, like just as a lotion, and I did not like it, you know? So I used it on my face, and I liked the way that it moisturized in the sense that, like, I felt
It did its job.
I did
Right.
but it would immediately leave this almost like greasy, oily residue all over my face. And most lotion-based moisturizers, which I can
If
call
it
them,
doesn't
like,
have shea, guys, shea is like a friend of mine. Shea butter. Anything with shea on it is gonna last you a long fucking time. And let me tell you, because I had fucking elbows that were like rough as the fucking Sahara. And like anything with shea just keeps that shit like on lock all the time.
this one was it's like watermelon scented or whatever.
Ooh, festive.
And it's so like it's a gel, right? So when you
Right.
kind of put it on your skin, the first like 2 seconds it feels sticky, like how a like hair gel would feel on your skin.
Right.
But then all of a sudden it like thins out, goes
me.
into your skin. And I remember I have never had a moisturizer where almost instantaneously I was like, wow, I can see that changed some shit on my face.
Yeah.
It felt brightened, and it felt like more like I had literally knocked off like 8 years of my skin's age.
No, like BoxyCharm had given me this face mask, and my skin just itself is very sensitive, guys, just because the fact that I have psoriasis, so I have to use a certain cream whenever I just like get out of the shower or whatever, just like on my forehead or whatever. And I'll use that and it's cool. But there's this other mask, and I put my mask all around my face. It doesn't matter because I know I'm going to go back in with my other medication and just like fix, just kind of doctor that up or whatever. But there was this one that they had sent me, and it was like a berry smelling type of thing, and it's with any kind of new skincare thing that I haven't used before, my face will slightly tingle and it will slightly burn. And I've heard that if it burns, just take that shit off immediately. But it burned for like 3 minutes on my face, but I took it off, and for some fucking reason it made my skin look amazing. Like it was so, my skin, I have also rosacea on my cheek, so I just have like a natural like blush on there. It's not the best. Don't think that it's amazing. It sucks. So so it'll just like make my skin kind of like glow, and it was just like pretty amazing. And I was like, okay, I'm kind of feeling this, even though my face will hate me after.
I've had products do that to me before where I'm like, I had a hella bad time getting here, but these results.
Exactly. My sister-in-law found me a great moisturizer that I'm just like, oh my God, because my skin is so dry that this moisturizer made me feel kind of oily. And that's weird because it's like I never had that sensation, but I know to like draw back as to the amount that I use is because I'm so used to a moisturizer sucking so bad that I have to overuse. So I just kind of found my balance with that one. And it was like a little travel size thing for like $2 at Walmart.
Nice.
I was like, fuck yes.
I love a good fucking thrifty deal.
I do too. And like just skincare in general, because like I've mentioned like 3 times already that I have psoriasis. But guys,
hey Dag, do you have psoriasis?
How did you know? This was supposed to be Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, not Harry Potter and the tell-all session.
Damn. Had.
But yeah, no, and I've had it around my body, all over my body. I'm just kind of self-conscious about it, like especially like if I don't use my medication regularly, I just get like really like self-conscious about it. So I try to take care of that. If you guys have something good, and I don't knock it, if you guys want to use home remedies, that's cool. Home remedies don't always work for me because my my psoriasis was like really bad at one point to where I was just like I wouldn't wear my hair up. I was just like so embarrassed. I would cover up in clothes all the time. So I went to a dermatologist. We found some shit that actually worked. Bada bing, bada boom. Like,
yeah.
And it just worked, and that was just like so great. So I try to implement that while trying to keep a normal like face routine and things like that. But there were some cool things that also came in my BoxyCharm were these eye patches.
Oh yeah, I
And
can't
not
wait
like,
to try those.
Yo ho ho in a bottle of rum, but like these under eye patches that are like gold and they look amazing. They came in like a pack of 20 or some shit. I gave Julia some because they describe themselves as
I'm sorry, I'm over here still laughing at that pirate shit. What the fuck? It's perfect because it's gold.
Yeah,
so
it's all gold here. It's all gold. I love gold. I also turned into gold member. But then again, that is all fucking Mike Myers.
Oh yeah. That
I
guy.
have to he has to be in every single one of my episodes.
Hell yeah, implement.
I love him. But yeah, so I got these new eye things, and they basically called it a an energy drink for your eyes. And guys, I recently, within the past I don't know, say year or two, probably when I hit 26 and a half ish, if we want to go like technical, I noticed that the bags on my eyes are like becoming more noticeable to me, not to a lot of people. People are like, no, I don't, like, why would you even say that, like, blah blah blah, when I get into these deep talks with them when I'm drunk, and I'm like, these are my insecurities, okay. And so I go from there, and they're just like, no, but I believe in that product, and I'm gonna post that in the comments. And I don't remember the name because, again, I'm drinking. And so it was just like these things, and whatever serum that is left over after those eye patches, I just like rubbed it in, and I felt like a whole new fucking lady. I'm like, hello, who is 18 again, who just started drinking Jaeger bombs and drinking and fucking smoking them cigarettes, like.
Oh.
And then I told Julie I had this expensive ass serum. It was like $120, $130 that also came in that bundle. And I'm like, they're trying to make me have expensive habits. Like, I do not live a bougie lifestyle in any way, shape, or form, but they're getting me there.
Dude, that's how I feel about Glam Glow, the people who make all those like cool masks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They have a line of I guess they're like face moisturizers, but it's not one that I guess you could use it on the daily, but I don't it's more of like a summery one when I want my skin to look real dewy and not pasty as fuck. But it smells like dreamsicles. First off, it's they have whatever it is, that I know that they have two different versions of it. I think one of them's like a little bit darker or something, and then the one that I have is like the lighter one.
Right.
But it feels so nice. It is so like breathable on the skin, and it like makes your skin like real bright and kind of like sparkly, but not like gaudy sparkly. Like dewy, kind of like whatever.
That's cute.
It looks real nice under. I've tried it under a couple different foundations, and all of them, it looks super super nice.
Wow.
And as soon as I got it, I was like, damn, dude, this is now an expensive thing that I have to implement into my life until I die. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Because I can't not do this for the rest of my life.
Yeah, no, seriously. I've spent ridiculous amounts on certain things, and then now I just like, oh, I'm just gonna sample. No, bitch, I need this fucking $50 tube that makes my pores look smaller. Like,
honestly, though, I've started to realize that with a lot of things, like, because I was the person who was just like, oh, I'll just stick with the sample size. Like, I don't need all that. Like, whatever.
Or I'll get a dupe. But sometimes those dupes don't fucking work. Thanks, Kat Von D.
Haha.
We'll dive into that in a second, but so along with the whole treat yourself thing, I treat myself to some makeup must-haves.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
I just bought makeup, like some essentials that I was running out of, and I was like, it's such a nice feeling when you're like, I know this is gonna work. It's gonna be so good.
Yes.
And I got new product. It's the one thing I think in my makeup bag that I am just like, I'm never gonna change this. I've tried.
Yeah.
And like, okay, yeah, I'll fuck around with some other shit, is my mascara. I don't even know who makes it. I'm almost positive it's Maybelline, and it's
Maybe
like their
it's Maybelline.
it's their stiletto one, but it's one of the ones that like has fibers, so it'll lengthen your lash,
You see?
and it actually works.
That's fucking cool. But I really hate to brag on myself, but I'm gonna brag on myself real quick. Thank you, God and Genetics, for giving me decent eyelashes. Because like I honestly, like, mascara is the last thing that I worry about. Like, honestly, I'm gonna go to Gabrielle Lashes. This is an ad from my girl who does lashes, and she stay busy. She only gives herself 1 day off a week, and even at that, she working hard.
Nice.
I need to go get my eyelashes done. Like, I'll go to her before I go get my eyebrows done.
See, I have to do it though because like the middle part of my eyelashes on both eyes, they're long, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. If like all
Yeah,
of that could be
same.
thing, but on one eye, like towards the outer part where it should like go longer, I don't know if I cut them when I was a kid or something, but they're substantial. Like it's not the same on the other
Yeah.
eye,
Yeah.
so
No,
it'll
same.
just
I
go real
think it's
short.
because I fucked up and I used like when I was younger, my eyelashes were like full of life and wonder and things like that. I fucking ended up putting them through some horrific revenue, and I ended up using like this completely utterly impossible uh green tube mascara, and I don't even remember the name, but I do remember that it came with a cool looking um brush, like mascara
Oh yeah,
brush,
I think I know which one you're
and
talking
it was
about.
like waterproof or whatever, but you would literally have to sit there and like scrub the fuck out of your eye with like baby oil, and just for it to like become loose, and then you wash your fucking
Oh
eyes. So
yeah.
it was like really horrendous and a bad time for me, but like honestly, like eyelashes, my natural ones, are the last thing that I worry about. Like I'm just seeing, you know me, circa fucking 2000 and whenever, when I started using eyeliner, it's just always heavy.
Mhm.
Always heavy. Like I never say, "Oh, I'm going to do a little wing." No, every time it's Amy Winehouse. R.I.P. baby. That's me every time. I'm a sucker for a good eyeliner. I keep at least a good fucking amount of liquid eyeliner on me at all times. And that could just be the cholo in me. It's not even the ones that you like dip and then you like go hard in the paint with, but it's the ones that already come in like pencil form where you just like pretty much trace it. And I was never good at art, so one of them, they're always sisters. They're never twins.
Hell yeah.
So ladies, I just highly, highly, highly suggest 2008 Ghost of Me. Will suggest also just invest in some good eyeliner. For a long time, or actually for like maybe over a year, I was just using top eyeliner recently, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll get some bottom like pencil or something to go, and it just like pulls the room together. So
Mhm.
I love it.
Yeah, dude, I got I've been using I think for like 10 years the Revlon Color Stay, their eyeliners. The kohl ones, the liquid ones, the felt tip ones, like all of them are so good and they stay for so long.
The one that was my dream come true was the Kat Von D one liner
I
for
like that one,
forever,
but I
but
felt like it was too thin. But I get why, like to
no,
do all
there
that
was,
precision
yeah,
stuff.
exactly, and that's how I was able to like build and like do all this stuff, and it came out fire every single time. But and also because now that I'm getting older, my eyelids are becoming hooded, so I also had to learn how to do my eyeliner a different way.
Oh yeah.
So
Have you seen their the Kat Von D or KVD? I guess it's different now. It's not called Kat Von. I mean, it's still the same initials. It's just not whatever.
KVD.
They're they've been having sales like crazy, I guess, to
I'm
get rid
ready.
of the old shit. And
I'm about to like go and like I'm about to go in into my app, my Ulta app, and like get some shit, or my Sephora app, either
well,
one.
I think it's on their actual website where they have. I think I fucking saw a highlighter palette for $5, dude, and it was like a highlighter palette that was.
You
It was
guys
that
cannot
alchemy
see my
one or
face,
some
but I
shit.
gave like the biggest O face next to the hottest orgasm that I've ever had in my life, which has only happened twice.
They have a lot of the lipsticks too, like the regular lipsticks and then the liquid lips.
Yeah,
Which
holy
her
fuck.
like or the liquid lip from that company is actually not that bad. Like
No, it's
it
not, but
stays.
I have used so many liquid lipsticks before in my life, and the ones that I love that are inexpensive are the Wet and Wild.
Oh fuck yeah, those are so good.
Those are my favorite. And I recently, the ones that I always wear, my brown lipstick, you guys have seen it so many times during my lives and like on my Instagram or like on my Snapchat, things like that. I use this elf one that is like this beautiful, it's called Coffee. I was like, oh, it's me in a fucking tube. So yeah, literally. I fucking love it. It's the best thing to ever happen to me, and it just and it glides on so effortlessly, and you can make a good little lip line with it. I highly if Elf would want me to like I could endorse them, they could endorse me, whatever, and I would live for them every single day. Elf is such a great brand. They really step up their pussy game like all the time with like whether it's foundation, mascara, like I use their one of those the eyebrow pots that
Oh,
you
yeah.
use, and I use that if I don't have my Morphe one, and that's the only thing that I spend like money on is like Morphe, like their palettes.
Oh, yeah.
I and ladies, if anything that I encourage is just invest in one good palette, the rest will follow.
No, dude, the Morphe James Charles palette is my jam.
Yeah.
Because it's got like a good story for like warmer toned like looks, which is usually what I gravitate to, and then your essentials, and then like all the
Yeah.
colorful things. So it's like if you just need to grab one palette for on the go or whatever, it's like a solid palette to
That
have.
one I can also attest to is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got that like a year or two ago. My brother and my sister-in-law so graciously got me a bottle of Jack Daniels, and they got me that Jaclyn Hill palette, and I love it. I still have it. It creates some of my favorite look because I usually don't go for. I'm just like, oh well, let me do this. Like the only like makeup look that I love and I learned to care about is the halo eye. So I just use a whole bunch of reds and oranges, and for some reason it looks like banging on me, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna keep that energy going. There's one Morphe palette that I bought, and it was on sale, and I was like, fuck yeah. And the James Charles palette, my mom just got it like not that long ago, and she loves it. My mom is a woman of like old school makeup, like Clinique, Dermablend, shit like that. I just showed a chola how to do her eyebrows, so that's a win for me. It's the best. I love it. And don't forget conceal them eyes, gay. Like I didn't think concealer was a big deal, but ladies, age is inevitable. Skin wearing down after a while is inevitable. Take care of your face as soon as you can. Um, Conceal them eyes. I had gotten concealer for my eyebrows because since quarantine, I haven't, like I said, I literally have not been out to go and get my eyebrows done. I've just been plucking them and hoping for the best. But I have been carving them out with concealer and Wet n Wild. They're the best because you're able to shape that concealer around your eyebrows. And then if you have a little extra, you can put it around your eyes to conceal your eyes. But don't put it directly underneath or you look stupid. Just like corner that shit. Little makeup tips here and there that I see on TikTok. I feel like a professional.
Follow me for more makeup tips.
Yeah, seriously. But my brows are also like very important. I love to do my brows. I love it. They don't always look perfect all the time. They don't. They're just lately they've been sisters and not twins. Just a lot like my eyeliner, and that's cool. I've been okay with that. But guys, invest in some good brow stuff. Morphe's a brow pencil. It's phenomenal, and it's $5. $5 at fucking Ulta. You cannot beat that shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that shit lasts me at least a month. If I were, because there was a time where I was consistently doing my makeup every single day just to make me feel better, because I was just like in a weird state of mind or whatever. So I was just like constantly like doing my face every morning before I went to work. And my brows, my supervisor, shout out Melissa. She's like, Lizzie, that's what they call me at work. I'm sorry, I threw everybody off. But she was like, Lizzie, this stuff is like too dark on me, because she has like lighter hair, because she has highlights. She's a queen, and she's like, no, she goes, I actually got this color and I thought it was going to look fine, but it actually looks really dark on me, but I think it's going to work on you. I was like, oh, okay, fine, I'll try it. I came in the next day and I used it. She goes, did you use what I gave you? And I was like, bitch, you know it. Like, I felt like a fucking queen. So, hell yeah, guys, just invest in also the YouTube videos that show you how to do your brows. They will save you so much time and effort.
Fuck yeah.
I love me some brows. I love Kato Potato. She's the queen of the brows.
Oh, God. What
She's the best. I love her. And fucking motherfucking lipstick, yo. Lipstick is the cornerstone of what I am. Like, I can do whatever the fuck I want to my face. Lipstick's number one.
I see. I wish I was that way. There's a lot of lipstick colors or shades that just make me feel very trampy very quickly. And so I'm like, like fall, that's my jam. I can thrive in fall with lipstick.
Because Julia is so light complected.
I'm a vampire.
Like, she can literally wear any kind of lipstick during that time. And I'm just like, bitch. I'm low-key jealous of her, but so proud of her for being able to like wear them. Like, I can wear this brown ass lipstick any fucking time of year. You guys know that. I'm right now, because it's like at the brink of summer, I'm trying to look for a good orange. So any of my makeup gurus that are out here listening, just I don't have the prettiest whitest of teeth, so try to make an orange that will accentuate me. So that way I don't fucking look like a rotten pumpkin.
Oh my god.
I will literally look like a carved pumpkin with my fucking teeth all jinkety.
Ridiculous ass. I love it though. Fucking A.
Oh my god.
No, but yeah, that is cool though that you can wear it like all the time. I try so hard to like find like a cool summer shade. No. I've like transitioned to just wearing like lip gloss in the summer because at some point I was like, when I used to wear like lighter makeup, like my high school regimen or whatever, I was like, oh yeah, this is never a problem. But there's sometimes where like I'll do my foundation or whatever, and after like the whole look's completed, if I haven't put on a lip, it's like I just have ghost lips where it's like white as fuck.
Me, and it's the best. Because of the fact that I can literally paint whatever the fuck I want on it.
I like it for a nude lip, but if I put color on something, a lot of the times just the way that like my undertone is, and because it's very hard for me to cover my freckles, I just look like there's so much going on at once, like a clown. And I'm just like, oh, I learned that during my pinup phase because I was like,
well, then again, during your pinup phase, we were going through matte lipsticks as opposed to like liquid matte lipsticks.
Yeah, so I don't think I had a liquid lip at the time.
Yeah, so I think you'd probably have better chance with finding a good one.
I did have there's a lipstick from I don't know her real name. I know her wrestling name. It's Paige.
But, yeah.
She has
and I know that, so that tells you something. I watch Total Divas.
She has a makeup line that I think is sold in Hot Topic, and I was in there at some point, like about a year ago or whatever.
We're always at Hot Topic, guys. Like online, in the store, whatever. Like 2008 never leaves us. No. And like I think I started going to Hot Topic back in like 2003. Yeah. That's when everything mattered.
But yeah, they have a line of liquid lips from her. And there's this really pretty like dusty rose color or whatever, which I like to use a lot for like a kind of nude, but like more like a little pop of color.
Okay.
And I was like, it was only like $5 or $10. I was very iffy about it because it's like makeup in Hot Topic is not generally good. You know?
I mean they have cute concepts. I'll pay for the cute concept, and because of the fact that I am a sucker for fucking packaging, that's what fucking gets me all the fucking time. And then that's when I realized that e.l.f. was quality makeup but cheap ass fucking packaging, so my whole world changed. Anyway.
Hell yeah. But yeah, no, it was actually a really good formula. It's one of my favorite liquid lips to use because it works just so well and it'll last throughout the day.
Yeah, and I'm like really grateful to Wet n Wild because I found my nude. I found my everyday lipstick that I would wear. Doesn't matter now because fucking COVID, I'm wearing a fucking face mask. So, I mean, shout out to me saving some money by not putting on a whole ass face every day.
Yes.
To like impress my patients or whatever.
Like, damn, she's fly as fuck.
Yeah, she is fly as fuck.
Ooh.
So I think that wraps up this week's episode.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, guys, next week is gonna be epic as fuck. We are giving you guys the choice the viewer's choice to choose between 4 categories that we want to talk about. We're going to be going live on Facebook. If you guys haven't already liked the Facebook page, please, please, please do. I'm going to be sharing it. I'm going to try my best to post throughout the week about it. The polls on this will close very shortly on Monday evening, like probably around 6 o'clock, 7 at the very, very latest. I'm aiming towards 6, so that way we get a good like repertoire and like, you know, idea as to what you guys want to talk about. So the 4 categories you guys will be choosing from is a this or that game. So if you guys don't remember, like one of my first lives that I did was a this or that, was like our rappers or just people from different music genres, because you guys know how much I love music. So it'll be a this or that game, whatever the fuck we're going to choose. If you guys choose a this or that game, you guys do not have the option to choose what kind of this or that game we have. So joke's on you. The second one that we have for you guys to choose from is the mythology. This could be, I think we're leaning more towards Greek mythology or any kind of mythology.
Damn, well, I just squared up and was like, Roman.
What the fuck? Okay, Roman Reigns. We're gonna do any kind of mythology with that, and cults.
Oh yes, cults.
Cults is a very big one in our eyes because we live for that shit. We had so much fun doing the urban legends. Cults is just gonna be as good. I have so much faith in that one.
Hell yeah.
And essential emo bands, which is what me and Julia base our friendship upon.
Let's get real. Our whole entire life.
I'm sorry. Scratch that. Our whole entire life is essential emo bands. And we're going to go into more of not just the bands, but how we dressed and makeup and stuff. So that episode will be strictly emo.
Oh my God. Y'all don't need to know about my red eyeliner, blood streaming down my face phase, because that was real.
She was Lil Gerard Way.
I was a little fucking sad is what I was.
We were a lot sad.
I'm not okay. I promise.
You can't swim. You don't need. You love Audrey.
Oh, jeez. That's how I should have known that, like, my life was just gonna head the way it had. He told me right there on the
like,
steps.
Face it, man, you're never gonna make it. Yeah, you're like, I'm never gonna make it.
I'm not.
I just wanna. And then fucking go hard at Donnie Darko's school.
It does look like Donnie.
It is Donnie Darko's
that makes so much sense.
Yeah,
dude.
those are little facts that I've learned being in an entanglement with my ex-husband.
Oh no, fuck that guy.
I call our whole marriage an entanglement.
Dude, that's accurate.
But no, he literally told me that it was from Donnie Darko, and I was like, no.
That's wild, but it does make sense though, because like,
does.
Especially when
Frank was like, "Hey, you know."
Yes, exactly.
You got
Frank.
Yeah,
he's
he's
like,
he's like, "You got something in your eye," and she leans in for the kiss, and he's like, "Doink," and then it's like, forget about that dirty looks.
I love it.
I'm singing that next time it's karaoke. Fuck whatever I said before, because I've told Julia. I was like, oh, this is going to be my next song when I return to the stage. I love to karaoke, guys. So when I go out into the stage, I'm going to sing My Chemical Romance's I'm Not Okay. And I'm going to do it from the beginning, so they're going to know when to start. And if the DJ doesn't know when to start, then I need to go find a new fucking place to go and karaoke.
I ain't trying to be with this fucked up mix-up.
It's an entanglement.
You're right.
Between me and the karaoke DJ and my life.
Damn. Well, yeah, y'all. If y'all just go vote for which one y'all want to see us do.
Yes. We're gonna put all that stuff tomorrow. ASAP, so that way we can have you guys vote. I'm also going to put it on the Twitter, so the Twitter will definitely be in play at Drinks with Deg on Twitter. I'm gonna put it on the Facebook, and I'm gonna see what you guys come up with. I'm excited. You guys get full control over our live.
Hey, and you know what? Fuck it. If there's a drink y'all want us to try, let us know too.
It could be the most redonkulous drink. We're gonna fucking try it.
Hell yeah. I want to get scared.
I want to get wasted. Any variation of that, I'm down. But yeah, guys, do not forget to like all the social media. Go like me on Anchor. Listen to all my shit. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm trying to be more active on there, as you guys can see with my video posting. Yeah, just don't forget, you guys can even email us at drinkswithdeg@gmail.com if you guys have any suggestions, or if you just want to talk shit. I'm down.
Do you have some thoughts and opinions? We want to know.
We want to ignore them.
We want to put them on a whiteboard in which we say, that was really silly.
Gee doggy, that was some bad advice. All right, guys, so